clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top. Custom sets, landscapes, got a shop. Tunes drop, make the hobby pop. From vintage sets to modern themes, minifig dreams with studs and seams. Castle walls, spaceship beams. Listen close, hear the gear screams. Connecting fans, yo, that's the plan. Building bonds piece by piece, man. Every episode more than just sand. Confidence grand, bricks in hand.
What is up? What is going on?
That was a cool new intro.
I like it.
Do you like it or do you love it? Do you want some more of it? I'm tired.
Little too early for karaoke, isn't it?
Who's she?
Is it not always a good time to bust out some good rhymes?
Let me have a few more beverages. We'll talk.
Y'all need to come back for the after show after 10 o'clock when George starts singing George Strait and Hank
Cowboys
Williams.
like us, baby. I'm good at that.
Is that the only one you know? Everybody's got one. Everybody's got one.
I know all of George Strait.
So everybody's got one that they go to. But how are y'all doing tonight?
Good. How about you?
Another night. I'm trying to build this Lego set with no instructions, and I've had to cave. Can't figure out where. I've got the body built, but I don't understand how the arms come out.
What is it?
Oh, I had it right. Never mind, it's done. I just gotta. It's called Bogmir. It's a character from Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, okay.
In the past week, I've had to order. Well, really not week. Yesterday and today, I had to place 3 Lego orders from Brickin from stores I have never placed for before to fulfill some like special parts that I need. And the one thing in common that they all had was every single one of them had some type of Mario fig that I didn't have. So I got them.
Sweet. So how's the watching crowd out there now?
What do you mean?
Well, so we got Rob Claxton.
Oh, you mean the
He
chat?
gets on before everybody. Lego History Sam's out there says, "Hey guys."
Kind of old
Davidson
man
Krause.
watching crowd.
What?
We got EMS in the house. Says, "What's up, my Brickin friends?" Doing pretty good. How about y'all? Are you at Starbucks? Mm-hmm. And we got Will, Mr. Hoarder 66 says, "What up, though?" Today was my last day at work for a little while. I'm going on vacation tonight or tomorrow, so it's gonna be a good night.
Where are you heading?
The beach.
Ah, you son of a beach.
You son of a beach.
That's not even fair.
Well, you know.
Which beach?
It's in South Carolina. There's a beach called Myrtle Beach. This is like further. This is like the further northernmost point of this. There's a campground called Ocean Lakes, and we go there. It's a nice development. It's quiet, and it has everything you need. It's got a pool, plus the ocean. What is up, Trevor? Hoarder 66 says, guess who just got back from the Lego Pick-a-Brick wall, and they had new parts yet again. Not me, because I haven't been in a while. Not gonna lie. I got on here. Go ahead and since we just had May 4th, I got on, went to Lego.com at 1:30 in the morning. I added the infamous Jango Fett's slave, and I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
I held off. I had a buddy, everybody that's in here. If you've been around for a while, you remember Mark. Me and Mark had a chat about He asked me. Everybody knows that I buy Lego orders pretty often, especially stuff off the Pick-a-Brick wall. And I am slowly getting to the point where I am gaining some heavy points. And he asked me if I was going to buy the Death Star. And if you will rewind time on this chat and on this podcast, whatever you want to call it, to where when it first got announced, I told everybody in the world that I will be buying it. And I'm going to say now that I want to see a picture of it first. Because the more I thought about it, I could get a lot of sets for $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the Death Star is going to be worth it. From what I've been told now, or from what everybody's saying now, it's the Death Star 2. I don't know how they're going to make that any different from the last, and I have the last. I kind of wish that I would have bought the slave one, but I mean not the slave one, but the UCS Django slave. But I know it will come back.
Oh, I don't think it's going to go anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a big rush of people to buy it, and then it's just going to peter out.
My May the 4th purchases, I stayed on everybody from pretty much the custom minifigs to Lego had some type of May the 4th promo. And I went to all the custom minifig sites and everything else, and I actually didn't order anything from anyone. There was nothing that I found that it was like, well, I got to have that. The only thing that I got that was, I guess, worthy in my opinion was there was a couple of the Black Series figs that came out. And I got those.
You know, I sent you that story from Lando with the 5 figureheads.
Yeah.
I was really thinking hot and heavy about picking them up, and I didn't.
I have I'm actually trying to go to a website right now, but I have a order in a cart waiting for Lando. And a lot of it is the like torsos and stuff like that. But I'm trying to wait to see what he comes out with because it's about that time for him to drop something new.
Yeah. You know, as soon as you hit check out, he's going to drop something.
Well, normally I'll hit him up and be like, hey, are you about to drop something? Because if so, I'll hold off till Saturday to buy it. The one thing that I missed on the Black Series that went pretty fast was they had Clone Lieutenant Gale. That went pretty quick. They have some other cool things. A lot of the Disney lightsabers went up. But I guess you miss what you miss, right? I did, however, over the weekend go see Thunderbolts. And that was an extremely good movie.
I'm going to wait till it comes to streaming. Hopefully it comes to streaming. With me going and watching that and Haley enjoying it as much as she is, we're going to buy the tickets to go see the Fantastic Four also. It's K today says, hello, everyone. EMS says, not tonight. Going to pick up Emily and then pack for the mountains tomorrow. Man, you're headed to the mountains and I'm headed to the beach.
And we're headed nowhere.
Well, you could change that.
Yeah, if we'd have done it all going to the beach, we'd have gone down to my brother's beach house.
Where's that at?
It's now.
About 15 minutes from where you're going to be.
Oh. Well, since y'all ain't got no kids and got no plans, it don't sound like to me there's anything holding you down.
1, 2, 3 dogs.
That's why you leave them alone. After a while, the survival of the fittest will kick in.
Then go eat them all.
Would he be the winner of that situation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's the bully.
Lego History Sam said, are you going to see USS Laffey and USS Yorktown? It's not that far from Myrtle Beach.
I would like to go do something because, though, from what I could tell, the weather isn't going to be too nice.
The Yorktowns, Myrtle Beach is extreme northern South Carolina. The Yorktown's extreme southern South Carolina.
Is it?
Yeah,
Only a couple hour drive.
yeah.
Well, that'll be a negative then.
We can see it on the way home.
Was it going to float up here?
I'm seeing if you're paying attention.
I don't know. The only battleship I've ever been to is Wilmington.
USS North Carolina.
Yep. That would be the one. I know that this year will be the first year that I say it a lot, but it'll be the first year that at Brick Fair that when I show up Wednesday, I'm not unloading and setting up. I'll be headed to the Smithsonian. We're going to look at some planes.
Man, that's on my bucket list of places to go. I've seen the boxcar at the U.S. Air Force Museum. I want to see the Enola Gay in person.
I priced a trip for 2.5 weeks to Germany for Bastogne in Belgium, Normandy, and Berlin. And the flight over there is pretty scary price. Everything else is not that unreasonable. Sam said they're not battleships. Sam, everything that's in the water that has a gun is technically a battleship.
Man, you're really trying to get Sam fired up tonight, aren't you?
That means a sailboat was a battleship when you carried it.
He didn't help me out last week when we were trying to figure out different ship classes.
I know he bailed on
He
me.
just kind of abandoned ship.
I tried to give Sam the ship that I built, and he wasn't even in the chat to claim it. It went to somebody else. See what happens when you miss being on here, Sam? George, did you buy anything for May the 4th?
Well, went to the Lego store with just the intention of buying some pick-a-brick parts. Wound up with 6 boxes of parts. The Star Wars logo build. John will put that together. Baby Yoda, Grogu, in his prom, however the heck you say it. Just so I could get the gift with purchases.
I didn't get any of those either. Well, of course I didn't if I didn't buy nothing. Gene, did y'all buy anything for the release?
No, all I got for May the 4th was some grief for not pre-ordering something she wants for later.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. Remember? That was a whole conversation last week.
Gene,
You
you
were
do
shut
seem
down
to
early to go get it.
you get beat up a lot.
I don't ask for many things.
She threatened to go sleep in the guest room if I didn't do it.
So did you sleep on the bed that night? How was your nap?
I didn't
I
sleep much that
will
night.
say, do
I had to keep one eye open.
I will say that after everything they released, the Minifig Co's clone troopers look damn good. That was pretty tempting. I did order. Well, I take that back. I didn't order Star Wars, but I did order 20 bodies from the Minifig Co. I think I'm going to order another 15 and I'll be done with Americans. I'm going to try to outdo the Germans. Although I know for a fact there was more Germans there than Americans.
You're going to have to build a bigger mock at this point.
Nah, I'll be all right. I can use the Americans for what I'm doing next, but I want the Germans will just be I don't know. Sitting in a box. I bought some new totes and everything for him that I found at Walmart, and I was talking to another buddy that's on here quite often. I went upstairs the other night and sat down with the boxes and separated all the guns that I have bought and everything else. And I started putting slings on guns. And next I'll be doing putting them with minifigs. Then it'll be finding out where they go.
That's always fun trying to assign rifle squads, weapons, and all that good stuff.
Well, you know, a lot of people do these really nice things when you buy figs. They tell you like, "Hey, this is the guy that should be going with like the carbine."
Yeah.
And you'd think that someone would pay attention to all that, but guess what? I did not do.
You did not pay attention.
Exactly.
To the Googles.
Yep. Caden Burton says, "Howdy ho, fellas, gamers." Caden, how'd your tournament go? I saw what you were posting at the beginning of it, but I didn't see how it ended.
Should ask Caden about the stellar deal he got on a Star Wars Nebulon B freighter.
He did get it from you?
He's going to.
I still need to get something from you.
Yes. Right at it.
We're just going to fuel your Lego addiction by giving you money to spend on other things.
Hey, I've never been one to sell, but I need moolah for big ship.
It's not an addiction.
It's not an addiction.
He can stop anytime he wants.
Is the addiction in the Lego or is it in the spending the money?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Like if it wasn't Lego, what would it be?
Honestly, I'd probably be back in model railroading.
I would probably get back into model cars, model trucks.
I didn't like doing model cars and model trucks.
I used to be really big into it. I've still got quite a few unopened vintage NASCAR kits and some military stuff. I got
a box full of the Dale Earnhardt cars.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
I went through this phase where I was like running cables for like battery cables and like fuel lines with like rubber lines and the fake braided hose that they sell, and like I got serious in it. But the thing I hated was once you were done, it was just like you couldn't do anything else with it.
I would like to get an old project truck again or a car.
I sold mine. Caden said, "I didn't do great in the main event, but we had a good time. In my defense, I looked at the price like a month ago, and George agreed before looking at the value nowadays."
Yeah, we agreed on a price, and then I looked it up. Today's value, I went, you're getting a good deal. I don't want to be greedy.
Back the truck up there a minute, Richard. You sold the old truck?
Yeah. You know that?
When did you sell it?
Like
no, I didn't know that.
5-6 months ago.
Oh, wow.
The last like 3 times you've been here, it's not been in the garage.
But you could tell what my focus was not on.
What kind of truck was it?
I had a 53 Chevy 3100.
That was offered to me. What a prick.
That was LS swapped with a swap frame and lowered on coilovers, patina paint job.
Damn. Last old vehicle we had was a 78 Ford. And only because I couldn't find the square body Chevy I wanted. So I settled on a Ford. And then like a month later, I found the Chevy I wanted, but couldn't afford it.
I wanted a square body, and a buddy posted this thing for sale, and I ended up getting it from him. Had it for a little while. It wasn't my style. It wasn't what I wanted. I was never happy with it. Caden said, "Love you, George."
I love you too, buddy. You're getting a great deal. That's what friends are for.
Lego Sam said that I didn't offer that to him either. No, I did not. I did not offer it to anyone. It sat on Facebook Marketplace for about a month and a half.
I did not have my Facebook Marketplace set to North Carolina.
Papa Trip says, hey, Gene, Richard, and George, and Haley, how's everyone in the Bearded Bricks world? Doing pretty good, man. It's been a good day. I go on vacation tomorrow, so I am no longer at work. George went to the Lego store and was unsuccessful in buying a lot of the new Star Wars stuff. I didn't buy any of it. Gene didn't buy any of it, but what'd you buy, Papa? I know you had to clean some shelves. I guarantee he bought the Django shit. I went online today to make sure that I had a cart ready to purchase some more pick-a-brick parts and to change some things because I have ordered the order I got last week had 300 1x2 dark tan tiles in it, and I ran out of them again.
I hadn't been to the Lego store and got parts off the pick-a-brick wall since the cups apparently faded away. So we got some education in packing boxes the other day. That was fun.
I'm one of the ones that will say that I prefer the boxes over the cups in what you can fit inside of them.
We managed to cram quite a few parts into the boxes. I haven't sat down and counted, but I'm getting ready to.
Yeah, the first time we ran up on them, I wasn't a big fan of them. But the next time we did it, I was like, man, you can get a lot more in here.
Caden said he got all of it, and Papa Trip said he got all of it but the Kylo ship and the Kylo helmet. I need to buy that AT-AT driver helmet.
I almost picked that up.
I have every other one.
It looks pretty decent. I think I might be missing like one or two. There was a lot there I really wanted. I just didn't want to spend the money.
Caden said that he prefers the boxes now. I had spent so many years spreadsheeting the cups. And Tripp said Chopper and all the brickheads are Wendy's. And EMS said that Emily, her daughter, got everything. I'm gonna hold off a little longer on buying some stuff. I wish I would have got some of those battle packs, but I think I have enough. George, have you heard the battle pack thing that I have over here?
One of the 501st.
They're those, the 332nd and the normal phase 2.
Damn.
I've got about 35 boxes of each.
Good night. Well, you're gonna like one of the mocks I'm showing off tonight, then.
Every mock I'm showing off tonight is military based, and you went Star Wars based.
And it was the show after May 4th. I figured we'd go Star Wars.
I know. I got to keep you on your toes. I honestly logged online, and I went around, and I was like, let me find some mocks to show. And I found a guy's mock, and I immediately was like, well, if this is this good, I want to see what his other stuff is. And I looked at his other stuff, and I brought it too because he's that good. EMS said she loves the boxes better too. See, everybody straight diss them and talk crap. That's just people are against change, is what I feel.
Well, we were so used to filling the cups. We had a pattern that we all used. And so the first time we did it, it was, I don't know, awkward. But the next time we went, it was like, let's figure this out. And it worked better.
Tori, has Gene gotten to the age that when you start moving stuff around the house, he complains?
No, not yet.
Remember the part about her threatening to spend the night in the other bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So I try not to stir the pot too much. Am I doing good?
Yeah, you're doing great. Did you order silicone
Shit.
yet?
Gene, blink if you're all right.
No, you're waiting on the gift with purchase. Remember, that's what you
Wait, can
told me.
you? Is the second bedroom she's talking about the one with all the crane stuff in it?
Yep.
The technique stuff, yeah.
Oh, then you can sit in there and play all night. What are you talking about?
I love Richard's idea.
No, she said she's going to spend the night in there.
Oh.
And I could play.
So that one right there.
Yeah,
I was going to say, if George's wife told him that he was going to get stuck inside of the room with all the construction equipment, he'd mess up constantly.
Oh, I don't want
Every
that.
day.
I keep sending George these videos of this guy who has like it's like a half-finished basement that's got like a crawl space with dirt in it, and they've set up a whole bunch of RC construction equipment, and they just push dirt around.
Man, that'd be a great way to come home, drink a little beer. Run equipment all day and then come home and run remote control equipment.
And there's a problem with that. Why?
Oh, there's no problem with it at all.
Let's say nobody said there was a problem with it.
491 1x3 bricks in a box. I probably could have done better.
Man, that's rookie numbers.
Hey,
It's K today said blink twice if you're in danger, Gene.
I'm golden. She doesn't want the gift with purchase that's available now.
Yep. I don't want a heart.
Oh yeah, they re-released that dumb thing.
Yep. Don't need it. Don't want it. So, well, now he has an excuse to wait.
Tripp said, I've also been able to procure some nice custom fig, Ezra and Sabine, both LC. And I should have Kanan and Zam coming, both also LC. Then I won the Minnick and Grandpa Clone Customs Simple Man Django from Ostiff and Tom the Builder. What is LC? Trying to think. There's Citizen Brick, there's Brick Warriors, there's Eclipse Graphics, Brick Warp, Brick Mania, Grandpa Clone Customs. I don't know what LC is.
I ordered from Brick Forge, maybe, the other day. The Cousin Eddie and
yeah, those are pretty cool. Light Customs. I've never even heard of them. I'll stay away. I don't need another brand. I've got enough to get me in trouble. I'm pretty into buying minifigs from the Minifig Co. right now. Have you ever bought from Big Kid Bricks? They have some really cool custom stuff too.
never heard of them.
I've seen them advertised.
I bought all the Game of Thrones figs from them.
Well, I'm trying to think. I ordered recently from Brick Tactical, maybe.
Brick Tactical is good.
Mainly because we were trying to find a Taylor Swift minifigure for the granddaughter.
Don't lie.
Nah, it's not for me. And then, to get free shipping, I had to order some more stuff. So they were about the only ones I've seen do FBI agents.
Or that's the Men in Black, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I have a bunch of every year when I go to a convention, I buy stuff from them, and I've never used it in a mock.
I've got tackle boxes upon tackle boxes of printed accessories that I just had to have and have yet to put in any builds. But I've got it if I need it.
The last 2 years at Brick Fair, I've got enough friends that they do this. I don't know if they do it to everybody or just me. I hope they do it to everybody and not just me. But they go to like all these like Eclipse Graphics and everything, and they buy these custom prints, and they all end up handed to me to put in my mock somewhere.
Yeah.
I've got I got a box down here that the Star Wars, I mean the Jurassic Park set's on. It's probably got. Hold on. There's probably 30 figs in here that I'll never use. I got the 8-bit Jason, Heisenberg, the metalhead that black metal enthusiast from Citizen Brick, Kerry King, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Easy E, Ice Cube, the Hooters girl, another Jason, The Exorcist, Freddy Krueger, the Huey Lewis enthusiast, which is American Psycho, another Eisenberg, another Jesse or a Jesse, Scarface, Michael Jordan, Darth Revan, but it's the light version. This was one of the ones that I actually like went after. I'll be doing a mock with this eventually, but Leatherface with the chainsaw, the quadruple molded and printed chainsaw. The Fallout characters from Brickmania. Stephen Hawking.
I really wanted that one.
Ash from Evil Dead. Forest Moon's brick version of the kids from Stranger Things, and then the Reservoir Dog pack. I really wanted to use the Reservoir Dogs, but the reason why I didn't is because last year when I went, they had them all in singles in their misprint pile because they were like missing a couple things, and I bought all of those.
Yeah, so Citizen Brick was at that last show we went to, and that's the first time I've been at a show with them. And I was like, man, I'm really going to pick up a lot of stuff. And the only thing I picked up was the Zoltan fortune teller machine.
Yeah.
Because by the time I went back over there to pick stuff up, he was pretty much sold out of everything I had even thought about picking up.
All the printed tiles and stuff I've got from him are all in tackle boxes.
Yeah.
To the side. I need to do some stuff with all that. Tripp said, I was going to look for each of those at Brickworld Chicago 25. Only have left Asajj Ventress from AV Figs, and then just looking for a few specific sets. And then said, I've had your project complete for a couple of weeks. Wasn't feeling well for about a week. Sorry it's not gotten to you. But, oh, no, it's fine. I'll be out of town for the next couple of days anyway. I need to make a spot for it up here on the shelf. I think I'm going to take apart these pirate ships and put all the pirate ships up possibly. I don't know yet. Haley came down here the other day and we were talking, and I asked her if I was going to delete 2 of these shelves, what should I delete? She told me I should start getting rid of some of this military stuff because that's what's the majority down here.
Blasphemy.
Hey, if anybody wants a Brickmania Tiger 2, Sherman, half track, or a SDKFZ, let me know. I got plenty of them, and I posted it in one of the Discords I'm going to give it about a week, and in a week I'm just going to take them apart and scrap them.
We'll take the scraps.
Well, I'm going to use the scraps for other builds.
Well, you can buy them back.
What,
I think that's what Gene's getting at.
Gene does that enough. I'll give them a box full of parts and then end up buying half of them back.
Yeah, but let's be honest. You got a good deal on your order this past weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just saying I realize that's what happened. I'll get tired of trying to sort something and just throw it in the box, and then I'm like, hey, I need that. Sam said the PT 109. I haven't built it yet.
I've got the instructions and sticker pack for that, and I've always wanted to build it and just
I've
never had
got-
all the parts.
I've got a massive bag full of parts down here. The next thing I want to build that's not related to the mock, that's a like Brickmania kit. I want to build the hets.
The big tank hauler?
Yeah, the heavy equipment transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's a-
I think it would look really cool. Moving all of the like modern tanks down a shelf and having the the Sea Knight and the Schnook on a shelf with the hets in front of it with the PT. I mean, not the PT, the Paladin on it.
I'll sell you a hits.
I mean, I've got all the parts for it just about.
I've got the kit. That makes it better. With a box.
Oh, it's like the actual like kit with the printed parts.
I don't think there was any printed parts. Then.
I was about to say, I
it was-
think there's only like 3 stickers for that entire thing.
I think it was, and I don't think I applied the stickers. I can't remember. I don't know. It was back during COVID when they had that stay at home and build with Brickmania clearance sale. I bought it in the CH53 Sea Knight.
I've got the Sea Knight. Which Sea Knight do you have? Is it the blue one?
No, it's the one Cody originally built, all light bluish gray one. The original.
The next thing I really want to do, which involves you also, is I want to build that Brick Veteran A10. But I've not even like placed the first order for parts of that.
Sitting here waiting for you.
I've got the box behind me has all this stuff for 3 more Tiger 2s, another 3 Shermans. Another 5 Shermans, 2 SDKFZs, 1 half of a SDKFZ. I'm gonna blow it up. 2 half tracks and another blown up half track, and then 2 scout cars, all in 1/45th scale from the Apenza Brick Labs. I got 2 orders from them coming. I screwed up. You ever get excited about placing an order? You place the order, and then as soon as you place the order, you're like, crap, I forgot to order something.
Every damn time.
And what do? You place another order.
Yep. I think I'm finally caught up on everything I've ordered.
I was good on orders the other day, and you know how sometimes when you leave something in a cart, they'll send you an email. It's like, hey, you forgot something in a cart. Or some of these websites will give you like bonus, like, hey, you spent this much, you get X amount off. Well, when I logged on to the Minifig Co. to order those figures, I could have swore I seen a $10 off coupon.
Oh, yeah. I've had them do that to me before.
I didn't think nothing of it. I couldn't find it, so I went ahead and ordered the order that I had. And I wanted to split the order because I had one of those Visa gift cards. And I was like, I'm going to burn this one and then just do another one with my normal credit card. Well, I got done ordering the second order, and they sent me a notification that was like, you left I think it's like a $50 off or a $25 off. And I was like, well, it looks like I need to place another order.
That's how they bait you, man.
I know.
It works every time, too.
I need to buy. I should be able to. Last week, I honestly spent the money I was going to give you on shoes. I wanted a pair that I'm a huge Air Max fan. I don't know if you know what they look like or know what they are. Air Max. Let me show you. I think I can pull them up. You're probably not going to like these.
I know what Chucks are. And Vans from back in my skateboarding days in middle school. And then good old lawn mowing New Balance.
So let me see if it'll share the screen real quick.
You mean
See?
Corvette owner shoes?
You can see this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a huge Air Max fan, and on the Air Maxes, let me see if it'll let me. Why does it keep shifting? There it goes. All right, let me see.
It's not on the screen.
What isn't on the screen? No,
I
it's
see
showing it.
shoes.
That's weird. I'm not seeing it, but it shows it being up there.
So they have a style of Air Max called the Drift 90s, and they just came out with these digi camos, and I bought them. And in the process of buying them, I was like, "Hey, babe, do you want any shoes?" And she wanted a pair, so I spent Warthog money on 2 pairs of shoes.
That's a lot of money for a pair of shoes.
That's cheap pair. I don't have a problem with spending money on shoes, and that is a problem.
Been that way with cowboy boots and hey dudes.
I've never owned a pair of boots. Anything you've been able to do in boots, I've been able to do in Nikes.
You can't work in mining with Nikes.
I beg to differ.
I mean, I guess you could for a day or two. They kind of frown upon it.
Could always be worse. This which one is this? The Aston Martin? The Aston Martin F1 car has a lot of differences compared to the rest.
Every one of them's different.
Yeah, but this one's like really different. Papa Trip said, "All right, boys, sorry, but gotta drop quick tonight. Oldest kid is here, and we're headed downstairs to do some print work. Stay safe, Richard. Enjoy your vacation, and see you all next week, hopefully. Peace." We'll see you later, man.
Have a good evening, Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
I know that I've finally I have 2 more F1 cars after this to build, and I'll have built all of them. Did you end up stopping on yours, George, or did you get all of them?
No, I've only got the 3. I don't want to keep going. I just bought the 1 to get parts out of it, and then 2 more happened. And since I've come onto this show, I've bought more Lego sets than I probably have in several years. I don't want to start that. I have no room.
Tell me about it.
I've been having the great debate about all these mocks I've built over the last 7 years. About 95% of them are still complete. I really need to sacrifice, tear them down, put them back into inventory.
I'll get the Warthog
Wish
stuff.
I could show you this corner over here. Tori pulled out all the stuff that I've got to go through and figure out, am I going to rebuild it, the sets that we got in bulk buys?
Yeah.
And she's kind of throwing the gauntlet down. Are you going to rebuild these, or are we just going to part them out? I mean, it's a pretty big mound of stuff over there.
It's a struggle.
8 sets.
It's 8 large Technic sets.
One big one over there, I think. The 4
I've got
sets
a
over there. Are one.
bunch of
Oh,
stuff
I
still
see.
in boxes, never opened.
We got a closet of those.
And then Richard had to go and show that Hogwarts castle last week. And looks like we'll be purchasing that. So, thanks, Richard.
Is that for you, though?
Nah, for me.
See,
No, Jonna enjoys the Harry Potter set.
Exactly. If it's John's, it ain't yours. It doesn't count.
Good point. But it winds up in the studio, so
Fuel the addiction by putting it off on someone else.
good point.
If it's like this, if it's like us, it still comes out of the budget.
Me and Haley still have a split bank account, so it's not the same budget.
She was pretty happy to put together the Grogu and his little floaty baby carriage thing. So she took him to work, put him on her Yoda shelf.
I was surprised Tori didn't want that one.
Which one?
Baby Yoda.
No.
It looked pretty cool. It's got gears on the back so you can move his arms up and down. So like a little rock'em sock'em robot.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Now you're making me want it.
What I was gonna say, George, is I'll buy the Warthog from you, the stuff Friday. I was actually talking to one of the guys in the chat right now. You don't have any of the Brickmania stuff you want to get rid of, do you? Like the Humvees and stuff I can use for something modern?
I probably got a box of them somewhere. Probably need to be put back together. I think some of them got knocked off a shelf at one point.
I might be interested in whatever you got that I can use for something modern.
We can talk.
Because I don't think you're gonna pull up with anything World War II that I don't have.
We threw the gauntlet down.
Do what?
You threw the gauntlet down. Now George's got to go prove you wrong.
There's only one thing that I know of that's World War II that Brickmania's came out with that I don't have. And I've begged and begged for the instructions to be released.
No.
I want the Japanese bomber Betty.
Oh. I'm sure someday it'll come out on instructions.
Oh no, he's slack. He ain't released instructions in a while.
Yeah, they haven't had the manpower to do them.
Yeah. I want Betty. I had the JU 111, the Japanese one. I took it apart because I didn't like the way it looked.
German?
Yeah, sorry. The German. And then I kept together the B-17. I've got one of the Warhawks, 2 Stukas, 2 Zeros, and I have all the stuff to do 4 Spitfires, the 2 of each version of the Corsair, and then 2 of each version of the Mustang, and then the Red Tail. I've not done any of those.
Yeah.
What up? ACOB says, evening, boys.
Do you have the C-47 Skytrain?
Yeah. It's right there.
Can
you... Well, that's the camera. Hold on. Maybe I can...
Ah, gotcha.
That's the bomber, and that's the Skytrain. Those are some shelf hogs.
Yes. Mine's sitting back there behind the remnants of a tan Chinook.
I dropped the Skytrain, and
that'll make you cry.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm just going to take it apart, inventory it, make sure all the pieces are here, and just put it in a box. And I was like, no, I got to build that thing again. But see, that's just the thing. Like those, I mean, the Skytrain and the dang, I forgot the name of it. The Hercules are on a shelf, and the shelf looks full.
Yeah.
The bomber is on the shelf with the Little Bird, the I forgot which one it is. It's the Bell. It's the Huey with the shark mouth on it.
Oh yeah.
And then the it's got a Warhawk flying, and then it's also got the what's the other modern helicopter that they put with the Bricks in the Sandbook?
Kiowa.
Yeah, Kiowa.
This is the the wing maybe left. of that C123 provider I did years ago. This thing had like a 3-foot wingspan. It was a hog. The old cargo plane from Operation Dumbo Drop.
Yeah. I really liked the glider he did, but that's just, I don't got room for all that.
No, yeah.
And the only other World War II set they've came out with that I want that I know you don't have, I've put it off buying it, and I don't think I will, but I want that white tiger.
Oh, yeah.
I know how to build a tiger now by pretty much by heart, and it'd be easy enough just to get the white pieces to do it.
Did you get the Romanian tiger that we released at World War Brick? Or Hungarian?
No.
Yeah, that was a lot of printing.
No, they have the was it the Panzer they came out with that they made look textured? You know how the Germans would put that like weird paint on it?
Yeah, the Zimmerit.
Yeah.
I thought that was a tiger they did that on.
Was it a tiger?
Heck, I can't remember.
I don't have that one either.
There's been a lot of sets since then.
So, George, here's a question. When you guys are designing those, how do you decide how much printing is enough?
Slam! Da, da, da.
Yeah. When it comes to the stuff I usually do, I go for minimum. I want to try to keep the price down and the print department happy. But I can't speak for Dan and the other guys.
Well, that tank was like 200 and what was it, 200 or 300 parts, and it had like 157 printed parts in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's impressive. It's pretty cool. But that kind of blurs the lines on the Lego.
It also, at the same time, I was telling them, so I could have went a cheaper route, and for minifigs in any of the builds that I've been doing here lately, I could have used like the classic style figs. And a lot of people were asking me about the build that I'm going to do with Star Wars. Since I'm using Brickmania, am I going to use Clone Army Customs or something like that to do the clones with? And the Brickmania figs look so much better than the classic.
Yeah.
But I admit the Clone Army Custom figs look cool, but something like that's going to be so many, I don't think it matters.
I would just go with your standard Lego clone on something that size.
Yeah.
Plus, if you've got all those battle packs. I mean,
Well, I've got
Clone Army Customs has some really nice stuff, but I don't know if I'd want an army build at that price.
I've got a bunch of Clone Army Custom stuff, but it's been like not normal like troops. It's been actual commanders that are.
Oh
named.
yeah. That's, I mean, like Cody, Gregor, Wolf.
I have those. I have Bale. I have I forgot his name, the 187th commander. But I have most of those, but I don't know if I'll use those or not.
Yeah.
They're also over sitting in a box that I don't know what I'll do with.
I'll see most of my custom clone and stormtrooper stuffs and those 6x6 clear cases. I can't remember who made them. Or I made a giant display case out of 6x6 trans clear panels for a lot of stuff.
I've thought about doing that, and because I've got, like, Lando was joking. Apparently, Lando doesn't even have like one of each of his figs.
Yeah, that's.
I have all of his figs up here.
Well, I mean, why hold on to something you can sell?
I actually don't have all of his figs in there because the new 3 are sitting right here.
Yeah, mine's still crap. I can't remember one of the Pacific Marines he just released. It wasn't the guy with the white burn cream on his face.
That one actually looks pretty cool.
It might have been the bar gunner.
It's an interesting technique that he used for that sun cream.
Yeah, it's the bar gunner I got. And then the brother, can I have some oats brick?
Yeah.
Still don't understand the meme, but it's funny.
I think Lando's more in tune with all the new school memes than I am.
I got some googly-eyed 1x1 round tiles. That was kind of weird.
I've got those too.
And then the punching dummy that he just released. I got one of those, but it's in like sand green.
I've got a couple of those now.
Oh, I did get one of those guys with the face burn cream. An extra head. More stuff that'll get added to the printed parts pile and I'll never see again.
You won't miss it as long as you got it, right?
Yes. And then Caden will ask if I have anything for sale, and I go, "Oh yeah, I do."
You better calm down. You're talking about Pacific Theater minifigs and Caden in the room.
Man, I've got some LVTs over here.
You say Caden 3 times like Beetlejuice.
Ah, I don't know. Every time I look at the shelf, all the sets over here, I have the great debate. Do I just want to tear them down, put them back in the box, tear them down, put them in the parts collection? But man, that was a lot of money to spend just to tear them apart and put them in the parts collection. Other stuff.
I don't ever want to tear. Like, I have a bin on the other side of the room over here that's got all the Star Wars sets that I've ever bought and taken apart. Most of the reason why I do that is because Star Wars is the one thing that's never going to go away in value.
Yeah. That's how I got my bulk parts inventory started, was I tore apart all my Star Wars sets. And now I wish I would have never done that sometimes. Especially with some of the prices.
When I first started building mocks, I would go onto a Bricklink store and buy like 20 of every single part that they had that I could use.
Yeah.
And then it turned into 20 wasn't enough, so I'd do 50. And now I'm doing Lego orders for 1,000 tracks. The castle that I built had over 11,000 1x2 trans light blue tiles and way many over that, the plates. And I'm up to like 2,000 dark tan 2x2s right now. Jeez. In the Battle of the Bulge.
Well, I think we were talking the other day. I had like 2 complete large pick-a-brick cups of 1x2 light bluish gray plates, and I'm down to about 11 of them. And I've got to have more somewhere around here, I hope.
Did you never find any?
I didn't look. After I talked to you and I got done recording, I went downstairs. I got the top of the bow of the ship off without breaking anything, so I called it a good day.
That is a good day.
I need to organize, try to find some stuff up here so I can keep building continuously.
Yeah, that was my problem. Is I hate to say it, but I'm not going to be able to do that until I get this build done.
Yeah.
When I get the build done, it'll go in a box for Raleigh, and then it'll probably, if I don't have any problems, it'll probably pretty much stay in the box until I leave for Brick Fair, Virginia, because there's a month in between that. And then there's a month after Virginia that I got to go to set up in Greensboro here. So the mock will pretty much stay in the boxes. I think I'm going to just start dumping pieces out on the table and sorting them by color and then sorting them by pieces. And my goal is Haley wants to hear this happen a lot sooner, but my goal is by the end of the year to have all the new cubes down here with everything organized inside of them. But who knows? That's my goal.
I still need to.
My goal is by the end of the year to have that office cleaned out.
Yeah, Gene was telling me about the office situation before we popped online.
Tori rolled her eyes and said 7 months.
She better get to work.
It's
She can't do anything right now. It's him first.
been 20 years. What's 7 months?
I'm working on it for 7 months too.
If I wanted
I know.
to, I looked at building one of those. It sounds dumb, but I looked at building one of the or buying one of those like barns that they come and put up,
Oh yeah.
and then
Hold on.
moving the Lego room into it and just having it outside. But something about it not being attached to the house, I don't necessarily like. I don't know.
I'd be afraid of the security of it.
Yeah. Less likely to hear somebody breaking in there.
Well,
And then at that point,
not gonna say
you're defending possessions as opposed to persons, and that's a harder fight in court.
very true. But then again, you do know where I live, and there's quite a few gunshots that happen at all times.
I saw somebody on a reel yesterday, I think it was, and they said, what would you do if you heard someone breaking into your house and you felt like they were coming to harm you or your family? The guy said, I'd be dialing 811. They said, don't you mean 911? He said, no, 811. I need to know where I could dig.
I seen one similar to that. I think I sent it to George. It was an old man, and it was him calling the septic tank people to come pump the tank again. And he's like, "Sir, we were just out here 3 months ago. Is there something going on?" He said, "No, I just like to keep it clean." And they got done pumping it and left. And he finally was laughing, and he goes, "The reason why I do that is it keeps the ground good and soft. If I have to put anybody in it, they were out here. The cops come up here. I can just say that, well, you can call them and ask them. They were just here." It's like, man, that old man's ain't got it figured out.
That and you keep endangered plants on your property.
What's the endangered plants do?
Can't dig up ground that's got endangered species plants on it.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. That's just what I saw on Facebook.
Well, it must be true then.
Must be true.
George Washington say that?
I think that might have been Garfield, the president, not the cat.
It'd have been more impressive if it was the cat.
That would have been more impressive.
Sounds like something Bill Murray would say.
Maybe I should have stuck with that.
Gene, do you have some of these pieces you want to show off tonight?
So actually, we got a little different routine tonight. Yeah, we got something to show. But it's the pieces that people with a Bricklink store would love to have because they're good value used pieces. But it's pieces building a mock nobody would want.
Gotta do your intro.
Why would people not want these building a mock?
That piece is hell expensive.
There you go. That's why.
It's Kay today said, "I'm an idiot. I first thought it was the cat."
It's all good. I should have stuck with the cat. I'm surprised I pulled Garfield out of my head. Could have said Cleveland, I guess.
So real simple. Put them in a wish list so we can get to them quicker this week.
Hey.
Quarter cylinder. People use them on mocks all the time, right? My recommendation, don't use black. Look at the price of that. $42.69 used. That's pretty steep.
What set did the black come in?
Let's go take a look. See,
I need to check my inventory.
even 2 sets in black. Darth Maul UCS and the Ogle Control Center.
Both 2001.
Yeah, 2001 sets.
Hmm.
And only 1 in that and 4 in the Darth Maul.
They came out to never be seen again.
Next thing, everybody sees these Technic axle pin 2Ls. They make them with friction ridges and without friction ridges. So let me show you the with friction ridges first. It's the one that it doesn't spin. So if you look with the friction ridge in black, that daggum thing's $2.91 used, $6.96 new. That's with. Without, it's $2.93 used and $6.84 new. $6.84 for one.
I was wondering why you sent me that whole box of those. Do you want those back?
Nah. There's a minifig here and here, but you're not going to use that in a mock. But we thought this was interesting. So that's a really, really, really common minifig here. 108 minifigures, and if you get it in black, it's 78 cents. If you get it in bright light yellow, it's like 63 cents. You get it in magenta, it's $2.74. You get it in dark tan, $35.52.
Did that come with friends?
No, it came on one minifigure.
The apartment?
Probably too.
Yes,
Scary looking.
The
Scary.
Zombie Bride.
Just looking.
I don't even know where
It's
that's
the only one. It's the only one it came on.
I don't even
So
know. Where that's
she's-
from.
It's a 2012 Monster Fighter.
But the minifigure is $81.
Woo.
All right, these dishes are used a lot in mocks in different colors.
But don't get the light blue gray.
Yeah, so dark bluish gray, $2.27. Red, $14. Light bluish gray, $11.
Good night.
So pick your color carefully. We see them a lot in yellow, and they're $1.50. Oh, here's a medium green, 1947. I bet that only came in one thing.
It was how much?
1947.
Hmm.
So we go look, medium green came in one set. It was an old 1997 Dream Cottage.
I've never even heard of medium green.
Neither have I.
What was the age of it? 19 what?
1997.
97.
All right, everybody uses these turntables. Richard uses them a lot for window things.
Yeah.
Don't use light bluish gray.
Yeah, don't use light bluish gray. $14 used.
Just in light bluish gray?
Yeah. Yeah, now light gray, you can get them for $2.50. White, you can get them for 4 cents each. Tan is cheap. 60 cents each. But light bluish gray, $14 used, $22.50 new. The boat bow plate, if you get that thing in dark red, it's 26 cents. If you get it in black, it's $2 and a penny. Light bluish gray, $24. And I don't even know what that came in light bluish gray. 2 sets. Vader's TIE Advanced UCS and Mission 7 Deep Sea Quest. All right, these wheels are old school wheels. They've been out since '98. And if you get them in black, we've got a gazillion of them at 51 cents. You get them in dark bluish gray, $2.50. Get them in light gray, 78 cents. White, $4.50. Tan, 70 cents. Light bluish gray, $5.50 for a wheel, a small wheel. It's a 2x2 wheel.
What about chrome?
Is that one coming chrome?
I
No, it
bet
doesn't come in chrome.
I bet I have about 20 of them that say different.
There's variations on that one. Oh, custom chromed.
Yep.
I was gonna say I've never seen that in chrome.
Cars in 1940 all had chrome wheels. Especially when you're in Belgium.
In the last one, this one kind of shocked me.
Oh, these get expensive.
Yes, we'll come to sand green in a minute. Black, 22 cents. Let's go down to dark gray. They're only 24 cents. Go to dark tan, 25 cents. And let's say we'd like something in sand green, $8.41. It's ridiculous what the color does to the price.
And there's not that many available.
Oh yeah. You look, there's only 8 new ones available. And 25 used ones available. If you look here, somebody's got 4 of them listed at $75 and 4 of them at $90 because they know they got the only ones out there.
Buy the 4 that are 90.
Nope.
No, we're good.
I'll need those.
Makes me wonder, do we have any in sand green? We do not.
I'll say you better be upping your price.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. But yeah, so
Now print that wish list
print it. Why you want to print it?
so I can keep a lookout for those parts. So if I go through a bulk dig and I find them, I'll go, party time. Order the pizza and bring the beer.
Gene, I'm starting to think that Tori's smarter at this than you.
You got more time to think about it.
Make sure you laminate it too, so you don't spill coffee on it by accident.
I'll stick it on the wall.
All right, it's printed.
Sir,
Did you do color so she could color match?
I did.
Okay, just making sure. I got to keep on you. You don't know.
Hey, you see our packing list? You know they're all in color.
It's weird. That packing list is always off. Order 20 or something, get 19.
that's the one that Gene pulled.
Tori
No,
brought me an
that-
order to work one day, and it was a crap ton of like lots, and it was like 1 of this, 7 of this, 4 like just random stuff. Tori was like, "I'm not gonna lie, this may be off. Gene pulled this order." I was like, "Wow." Oh, Gene, for the first time ever in my Lego career, I used Snap-on tools to put together Lego.
Really?
Well, to drill a hole through them. I sacrificed about 15 plates, 16 by 16s, and there's a hole through the middle of every single one of them at the cast point to run lights through. I built that F1 car in about 45 minutes. I wonder if I can build this in about 45 minutes. I bet I can't.
What are you working on now?
A Sherman.
Sherman.
So is that going to take priority over you showing us what mocks you brought?
No, I was about to ask George if he wanted to play Rochambeau to see who goes first or what.
Oh, let me go first. See if I can figure this out.
Oh, that's right. This is George's first time.
I got full access.
Not needing to be approved.
I got full access, boys and girls. Looky there.
Give this man an email, and next thing you know.
So, like I said earlier, we bought that Star Wars logo, and we talked about it on the show a couple of weeks ago. I said I probably wouldn't be interested in it, but wanted to get the gift with purchases, so bought it. Jonna put it together. She seemed to really enjoy it. It does look pretty cool once you get it done. So, but found this, thought it was a kind of a neat idea. Maybe figure out a different way to display it. Build some little micro fighters and
I don't
add
think that
minifigure around it.
I don't think that the set itself looks bad. What I worry about is pretty much came to life. They did it for Marvel. Now they did it for Star Wars, which means we have the ability to get it in any kind of theme there is now.
I really want to see a Top Gun one done.
Well, Lego's not going to do that.
Well, no, but hopefully somebody out there does one. I'm not going to take it on. Gentleman by the name Jurgen Widner built some really large scale Star Wars vehicles. I think this is 1/16 scale Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
That's huge.
This looks museum quality. Oh, just wait. It's got a picture of him holding it. It's a beast. But I would like to know how many pieces this is. But I think this is way better than any of the UCS stuff.
Well, yeah.
So he's got quite a bit of detail into it. Plus 1/16 scale. That's pretty good size for a Lego model.
That's hefty.
She is definitely hefty. Those look like 1x2 bricks with a grill.
Yeah.
And that's quite a bit going all through there.
Probably 200 of those.
Whew. I like the laser blaster effects. Got a better picture of that coming up.
I like how he used the action figure. Or is that the Build-A-Figure?
No.
Oh, he's actually built a figure.
Yeah, he built a figure. I mean, that's a standard minifigure head. But I spent quite a bit of time looking at his stuff. And all his bigger figs like this are pretty impressive. Yeah, there's the blaster effects. Pretty neat how he did that. And I love that stand he put it on.
I say on the side, it almost made it look like a ruler.
Yeah. But right now, let's go back to this one. Right here, the way he's got those openings into the wings, got some good greebling deep down inside. And that looks like it's just built on a 90-degree angle. And
Do you think it's rainbow in the middle?
I don't know. I know this windscreen here, I saw that he had a bunch of custom ones made. So I think that's a 10x10 trans clear dish. And then that's a 10x10 light bluish gray disc on top for the hatch. I would love to see what this would cost as a kit.
If anything that's a kit like that is always going to be a little expensive, but as long as it's light bluish gray, black, or dark bluish gray, it's not terrible.
Yeah. He's got some really excellent large. Yeah, here's him holding it. So
Jesus.
Yeah, big.
I'm more impressed with the fact that it's as sturdy as it is.
Yeah.
Can you look at that? See the mod.
See, what I would like Gene to do is step out of his box and build something that's built off of the instructions that somebody else created versus Lego.
Yeah, I want to say this guy
I've done
made
several of those.
instructions for sale. I'll have to go back and look.
I've done several rebrickables.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, this thing's pretty impressive. I think I built the UCS TIE Fighter. I think that's the only Imperial ship I have. And I mean, it was fairly good size, but this looks like it's a little bigger.
I've got a couple instructions from some other guys that are Star Wars. I've been slowly buying the pieces for a minifig scale Republic gunship.
Yeah.
All said and done, if you know a good Bricklink store or two, most of the pieces are kind of common. It's not. I'm gonna say wingspan wise, it's a lot bigger than that. But it's built in a lot of white, which is pretty common for most pieces. And I think it was like 500 and some change.
That's not terrible.
So that right there is probably 500. I'm gonna say that's probably about a $700-800 set.
Yeah. I probably had a lot of these parts before I started building a giant boat.
You can take the boat apart.
Yeah. Someday. Here's a excellent snow speeder he did. So there's another example of his figs. This one looks kind of goofy.
It looks like a mech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like how he included like a UCS display stand.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how many times he had to rebuild that stand by putting something on it and it being too heavy.
yeah. That's what happened with that 160th SOAR Chinook I did. That first couple stands, set it on there. Oh, it's great and balanced, and then like bumped the table and everything crashed. It was a lot of fun. So I mean, these are 2x2 flags on the back. They're double stacked. So I can't remember. I've got the UCS snow speeder, but I don't remember dimensions wise compared to this.
The UCS snow speeder isn't that big by any means.
So a lot of good build techniques in here to get all the angles, and it doesn't look like it's. Well, I don't know. That cockpit may open, but I like how he didn't use a just a standard Lego trans clear cockpit piece.
Well, that other one that he did, I didn't mind it. The one he printed, that one looked good.
Yeah, no, it looked great. Hypolite Bricks. This is the only photo I could find. It was kind of a Cloud City interior diorama.
I watched him build that.
And say I thought I'd seen it on YouTube, started it, hadn't finished it.
So I actually watched the entire thing the other day. So I'm pretty, I guess, well up to date with that. I think it's really cool how he did all the forced perspective by using the tiles and plates like he did to show the city outside of the windows.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you really don't see a whole lot of Bespin and Cloud City mocks.
No. And he said he tried to build it to where, as it went up, it got smaller.
Yeah. There's a lot of great greebling in this. I
actually have a list, and one of the lists is to ask him to see if he wants to come on.
Yeah. Yeah, the robot bartender, that's pretty nice touch. Not quite sure what fine delicacy is in this dessert bowl here. But,
it's chocolate ice cream. Get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I like the I don't know if that's a sticker or printed tile.
It's K today said it's the Poop Delight, and that's a sticker.
Poop Delight. Is that like a standard Lego sticker?
Yeah, it comes with a destroyer.
Ah. That's why I didn't recognize it.
It's not the UCS one. I think it's possibly the first order one.
Ah, okay. But yeah, here's another example right here, the plates and tiles and everything. And I don't know if that's a cloud piece.
Yeah.
But definitely great use of force perspective. I'm assuming this is Lando's.
That's one of the flame pieces.
What's that?
It's a flame piece.
Ah.
You're choking on it.
Swallow, Gene.
I can't do the Heimlich through the computer.
Oh, don't do it. Nope.
And then I don't see a whole lot of twin pod cloud cars. Shoot.
Yeah, he said he built that because he had never seen one before.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is a great build. I wish there was more photos of it, but it's on YouTube. Go watch
Well, see,
it.
there's literally like a whole video that I watched one day over the weekend while I was down here building. It's funny you brought that.
Here's another one he did, a clone base. So this is fairly decent size, pretty nice. I like how we did the base for it. Nice base on a nice base.
It's not even an even square. Lando would be happy.
Yeah, it is definitely not symmetrical. So I don't know if this is a type of walker I'm not familiar with, or if it's just cut off because it's supposed to go against a wall.
I'm gonna guess it's cut off because that's an ATTE.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they had 6 legs,
They do.
but packing some heavy armament up here.
They have pretty big canoons on them.
Big canoons.
They have a big canoon.
There's your 500.
501st is the way to go.
It's the only way
Actually,
to
it's not. It's not my favorite, but
go. They're my favorite. 332nd's probably close tie.
nah, you got to do that 187th.
I guess I'm gonna have to go back and look that up.
187th is, you know what 187 is, don't you? 187 is a police code for homicide,
Ah,
and the 187th Legion is Samuel L. Jackson's.
oh,
So that makes it even better.
that makes it even better. Good to know. Say what again?
I do.
Got some good greebling here. I like
Man, I've been looking at people and how they do. So those pipelines that they've got right there, those are on Lego's Pick a Brick Wall.
Yeah.
And then the macaroni, and then the actual, not the half pieces, but the full, like these cylinders, or not cylinders. I think they're called Technic connectors that he uses. They're on the Pick a Brick Wall, and the last 3 orders I've placed, I've ordered 100 of them. I want to try to weave those in and out throughout my city and show them, not in Bastogne, but in the Star Wars, as like pipelines and stuff like that.
I have a bunch of this 1x4 half round in tan. I mean, a gallon Ziploc bag full of them.
I don't know that I have any in tan.
Well, if you need some in tan, I know a guy.
Why in tan? Why'd you buy them?
It was on Lug Bulk.
Ah,
I had big plans to use them for a landing scene, and I think I used 2 of them to build a bumper on a modern minesweeper.
that's how I got all mine, but mine are light bluish gray.
Yeah. I haven't seen that many of the old fence panels in a mock before, so it's used heavily throughout this as railing.
Another really cool mock tip for people that are out there that are building tip to use those fences. I'm using the smaller ones. I had a building designed with those, the bigger ones, but it's not making it. But I'm using the smaller ones as shutters. I thought that was a little cool, like, way to go because of that lattice pattern.
There we go. You're back. I must have disappeared.
Did you hear what I said?
Not a clue.
Oh, I said that those fence pieces, it's a really cool mock tip to use those. I've got a bunch of the half ones.
Yeah.
Used as as window shutters and stuff for like open and close because it has that lattice pattern.
Yeah. I really like the tile work you did with the arrows here and on the previous slides.
So that's so clean.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a great mock. I could see this being expanded more. And I'm trying to figure out if these are vending machines.
Oh.
Kind of look like it.
Yeah.
Maybe for some medical supplies. Maybe ammo.
Lay down, Bingo.
Just some interior detail. Got a little armory. I'm guessing this is some type of supply room, maybe a pantry.
It's cool that he's done the design for it all. I like the overhead container hangers.
Yeah.
Lay down, Bingo.
People have some crazy ideas.
I did not know this bag / satchel, whatever you want to call it, came in white.
Yeah.
I've only seen it in dark tan.
Panzer Brick Labs has a bunch of those that are printed with rice on it.
Huh. Good to know. And because you went and saw Revenge of the Sith, do it.
Do it.
Do it. So that's all I got this week.
Those are pretty cool. I will tell you that you watched the portion of the show where everything was clean, it was tiled off, it was nice. But as in all fashion, before we start presenting mocks, I have, of course, the leaks, if you want to call it. Right up George and Jean's alley, they are coming out with a heavy-duty tow truck with a crane. It includes 2 tow truck with a construction sign, some traffic cones. The tow truck is mainly in orange, with the crane being black and gray. The broken-down vehicle is a small yellow dump truck with 2 boulders at the back. Comes with 3 minifigs, one being a construction worker, and maybe 2 mechanics. This one being only $80, I don't know if it'll be as cool as some of the other construction equipment we're getting, but I think that it's pretty neat.
If it's the same one I've seen, I think it's kind of a remake of a previous set. For a city set, it's pretty cool.
City's killing it right now.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good
Really
stuff.
is.
Next up, the 3-in-1 castle. We finally got pictures of it. The brick-built horses, I am not a fan of at all. The flags they gave out, I mean, not the flags, the shields they gave out, I love the design of this shield, but I'm sorry, guys, it just reminds me of Slytherin. The other one that they had, one of them was like Gryffindor. I really wish they would have went with the octopus or the kraken, whichever one you want to look at it. This looks kind of like a remake or a smaller version of the one that they just released. Other than it having yellow, it's got blue. I'm not a fan of this one. It's got a couple different builds, one being like the old school village set. Everything just looks so blocky. Same thing with the actual castle itself. And then you can create like where it's just a big main gate area with a jousting out front. I think this is horrible compared to the 3-in-1 castle we just got.
Yeah, look at that brick built sheep.
Yeah. Now that's a horse.
No, up top.
All that.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's a sheep.
I think that's the Thanos hand as the head.
Yeah.
Possibly.
This looks like it ought to be a 4+.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And what do you know? Look at that right there. My man's got a tasty dish of that Cloud City ice cream.
Time traveler.
Crimson Toaster said, "Don't shoot." Also, hey. This though, on the other hand, I want this. Not only are we getting a haunted house, I don't really care too much of the design. I wish, of course, it was bigger and like a more stylish thing. But I am a huge fan that we're getting another glow in the dark OG Ghost.
Man, how long has it been since we've gotten that?
I know. I love the fact that we got like a Frankenstein. I wish the Frankenstein would have had the tall woody legs. That would have made that a little cooler. I love the werewolf with like the ripped flannel shirt. And then I'm assuming this is like a vampire woman. The only thing this thing is missing is the mummy. When you build it, it comes with a bunch of these printed tiles. Hopefully those aren't stickers, but it's also got like this weird thing looking out the window.
Cousin
I don't have a back picture of this. I don't have a back picture, but you could build a train with this thing and a boat.
I'm impressed.
So this one is definitely a bigger pickup over the castle. And with 736 pieces, I'm thinking this is gonna be like a $70 set. And I'm down for that. I mean, it's got a lot of cool. Everybody was just talking about those olive green pieces. Olive green can always be used. All the masonry brick in there can just be thrown in any mock for any building. Next up,
So George, stop on the ship, the Arleigh Burke, because you can do a boat out of that set.
Ah, perfect. I'm gonna scrap this thing and get that. I want that werewolf.
I will say this set right here is something I find hilarious because they're giving us molded horses in this set and not in the castle set.
Is this My Little Ponies?
That's what I thought, but no, it's just a Creator 3-in-1.
Huh. Yeah,
I mean,
that's wrong. So wrong. We get brick built horses in a castle set,
but what's weird is they are the True Friends horses. They have studs on the back, so they come with wings. So this is you can build your paradise. These are pretty cool clouds, though. I'm not gonna lie, the clouds look neat. They're guarding the golden carrot, so I don't get the point of this set, but whatever. And back to the horse theme. This one, it looks like you could build a bear and a deer. The deer looks pretty cool. The horse actually looks really nice, but it's just not my thing.
I'd build the bear.
Another 3-in-1. You get telephones.
No.
I don't understand why. Most people don't know what any of these are because it's a flip phone, a Nokia, old school bag phone, and a rotary phone.
I like the Post-it note.
Yeah, I like how it's curled up in the corner. That's the like Shanghai roof piece.
Yeah. Most kids nowadays aren't going to know what any of those phones are.
No. Another 3-in-1, a toucan eating a watermelon sitting on a flower, or a butterfly or a fish. This is another one it's cool. They're giving all the kids these ideas. For kids, these sets are probably going to be really, nice to buy, fly off the shelf, not too expensive. But I'll be buying this. This is my childhood. That is the Batman from Batman Forever. The only complaint I have about this set, and it is a true complaint, is that it did not give us Two-Face or the Riddler.
Yeah, just one fig, kind of a letdown.
Yeah. It's in the same scale with the other Batmobiles we've had. This right here is what we need a massive, UCS style of next.
I'd be interested to see the piece they use for the windscreen by itself.
It looks like it's two, but I see which one it is. It's like the pilot one or the airplane one.
That gives me a B-1 bomber.
Only if we had like a Bricklink store guy who could chase these parts down. Chat, get on to them. Next up, Lamborghinis. I think both of these look hideous, especially the Hurricane. I don't know. I don't like these. This, it looks cool, but it looks more like a Supra than it does a Porsche.
Yeah.
But the fact that it has that Porsche logo on it, everybody knows that I will buy this. Like that right there. Look at that. I just wish it didn't say track experience. I don't understand that. If you're going to have a driver, have a driver. Next up, the Bugatti. It looks like a Bugatti, but I don't care anything about this one. Another Dodge Challenger. I will not get this.
Zoom in on his torso.
It's like a biker's vest, but a button-up shirt at the same time.
That's weird.
Because it looks like right here it curves down like a vest.
Yeah.
But the buttons in the folded collar definitely make it look like some type of button-up shirt. And with this being a Dodge set, it says SRT. I'm pretty sure this is going to say Dodge or something.
I like the color. That's about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't look too great.
It doesn't look like the Hellcat that it's supposed to be.
No. It's K today said, Gene, we need you at your past or at your post at all times to figure out these parts. Find out what windscreen this is, Gene.
You abandoned us, Gene.
Well, there's that thing when you get over 60 where you have to pee at least once every 4 hours.
Oh, that's not over 60, buddy. That's pushing 42.
I'm 35.
Zoom into it again, Richard.
It looks like it's like a 6x8, maybe.
Get down. Get down. All the way down.
I think it's the one they use for planes.
It's 2 pieces, yeah.
No, that ain't 2 pieces. That's a sticker or a print.
It's a molded end piece, I believe.
I doubt we get a print on that's on a
I
Batman.
bet that's new.
I don't know.
When's it coming out?
Well, I bet those wheels are printed.
Yeah, and that's printed.
Yeah, the wheels are printed.
I bet it's printed.
Does it come with the afterburner?
I don't know. There's no back picture.
That's them. It better.
This is y'all.
I would love to have that if it was a Caterpillar.
That Volvo logo throw you off?
All those aren't bad, but I'm a cat man through and through.
What about you, Gene? Is that right up your alley?
I'll end up building it and parting it out probably.
It looks great. I wish it was power functions or something.
Yeah, I'm probably.
Yeah, me too.
It probably will be.
No.
You don't think so?
Zoom into the top of it to the linear actuator.
I bet you could make it power function.
It's got gears right here.
Yeah, it's got the geared linear actuators. They've been doing some stuff with some just basically slide linear actuators. But that one's in black. That's new color for it.
Wow.
They actually have hydraulic fluid in there.
The Volvo.
Mod T-Rex says, yo, yo, yo. Next up, we have another Technic car. I don't really care for this one. I don't think it looks that bad, but it's a Ferrari, and Ferraris don't do nothing for me unless it's an F40. I'll be skipping out on this one too. So far, the only thing I'm buying is a 3-in-1 haunted house. This one, same thing. It's just cool. So it's a remote control. It looks more like a Lamborghini than the Speed Champions, but not for me.
I'll do that one.
This one, though, is right up Gene's alley. And I know that you didn't know this was coming out. But
no, I already knew about it.
That is almost your color.
Yep, I knew about it.
Is that another supercar?
No, it's a. Oh wait, you can't see it yet. You're on the delay.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It's in your wish list.
Yep.
Next up, I have no idea what this is. It looks like it has a face, but I guess that's like headlights. And instead of, I mean, I don't know. To me, it looked like a head that drove around, and I guess it's supposed to pick these things up. But this has rubber
To me, it
bands
looks
on
like.
it.
Yeah, to me, it looks like they're trying to revive some of the old school robotics things.
The old
Well, here's the
Mindstorms.
thing where I'm going to tell you right now that this set is going to shine at that George hasn't witnessed in his eyes to see it yet, but they're about 5 months too late because the parts in here won't hit Pick-a-Bricks too quick. It's got freaking white tank tracks.
What the?
And I can't use them because this bastard of a set is not out yet.
White.
I might have some white single wide Brigmania tracks.
I have 1,000 tank tracks so far, and I would replace every single one of them with white if I could. It's K today said moon robot or a bomb robot. It's definitely something moon. I guess it's supposed to pick up all these pieces.
It says lunar something on the side of it.
Yeah, it says lunar outpost.
Huh.
But it looks big and not big at the same time. Those wheels look cool.
Is that the little submarine that imploded? over on the
or this?
no, that.
Well, it says Lunar Outpost on it, so maybe it's the version 2.0. I really like this. I did not buy the Stitch one, but with the Lilo and Stitch movie coming out and everybody buying the Stitch, I assume this is probably going to fly off the shelf. When I seen this, I sent it to Miss Brick Babe, and she said that she really liked it, and it'll definitely be a day one. I don't think it looks bad though.
No, it's not as freaky looking as Stitch.
I don't know. They look really good sitting next to each other.
Well, she tames Stitch down though.
I don't like that at all.
Next up, we're getting Oscorp, and it is definitely not the Oscorp we wanted. The figs in this are going to be the same as always. We're getting a Miles Morales, a Spider-Man. I'm not sure who this is trying to be. I tried to read the box. I'm guessing it's Harry Oscorp, but we're getting Craven. I love this attachment for Venom.
Look interesting.
And we're getting a Gwen and a Green Goblin. I'm not sure. I know this isn't supposed to go off any movie or whatever. It's literally just called Spider-Man versus Oscorp. But this has this build together logo on it. I have not seen this before, and it looks like it says 4 builders, like I'm sure. But I brought something in this that I wanted to show y'all afterwards that I think that this might have something to do with. Because they just came out with that.
Richard, Build Together is a feature of the digital instructions on Lego. It's been available on a lot of them lately.
Yeah, but I want to show, well, that might be what this is, but I still want to show you something that this has the ability to do. I just wish it wasn't so flat. I mean, it literally has nothing internal whatsoever. I do love this print right here. And I absolutely love this sign.
I would expect that to be something of the level of the Daily Bugle.
I would too. We've
It's
been
kind of a bummer.
Oscorp and Baxter Tower forever.
Yeah.
Brick Lab Studio goes, that's sick, and it's Larry Oscorp. We need the Amazing Spider-Man version with Andrew. Oh. You're talking about movie. I was going comic book there. I was like, what do you mean, Andrew? It's Peter Parker. But you're talking about Garfield. Next up, this is Aunt May's apartment, but it's labeled Peter Parker's apartment. Once again, this is a very cheap looking set. We are getting a Hobgoblin, and I will tell y'all all now, just from the recent past, buy this set for that Hobgoblin and hold on to that Hobgoblin. We also get an Anti-Venom. I'm pretty sure this is his third or fourth time. He's nothing new. Hoarder said, I just got done sorting and counting all the parts from my pick-a-brick haul, and holy crap, I got a ton of parts. A lot of them were small, but still. Hey, parts are parts.
Hey, I'll send you mine to count for me.
Next, we're getting the Oscorp train. The Spider-Man versus the Doc Ock on the train from the first movie. They're only about 15 years too late with this, but it doesn't look bad.
It looks a lot better than that previous one.
I like the way they're doing this web piece. I don't understand why we've waited so long to unleash all this, but I don't know. It looks cool, but I love the way they done his legs. It finally looks good. I love that it comes with Jonah Jameson. Next up, the Avengers Age of Ultron Quinjet. It's the same one we've had before, just a different color. I don't like this at all. I don't understand why they made it like the Milano, where it's sitting on a stand, but then on the stand include all the minifigures doing actions off of it. That to me is a little strange. I don't know. It's K today said, I can't believe they go in Lego board meetings and say, yep, that'll pass.
Just start throwing darts at images on the wall.
This is another one.
Yeah, but you got to remember they're saying it in Dutch.
This is another one. I'm sorry. It's a little weak to me. I don't understand why we're getting these sets when the movies are done and over. Quit milking it. We're not even in the Infinity Saga anymore. Quit making sets for them.
Yeah.
This is absolutely horrible. This is labeled as a 7+ set, and I'm guessing because of how many pieces the mechs take to build. But no, Lego, don't do it. Shit's trash. This. Why is Thanos flying around in a cart as the Infinity Gauntlet? Trash. This is just a horrible idea. These are all the minifigs that are getting released in what I just shown. And I still think, and y'all can have y'all's favorite out of all these, the ripped up Peter Parker is pretty cool. That is a figure I will definitely be going after. I'll be going after the Hobgoblin again. I don't like the way they done the Green Goblin with his mouth. I'm going to leave that one alone. But I absolutely love this Tom Hardy Venom. I don't know what it is about it. But y'all get what y'all want. I'm going to stick to this Peter Parker and the Venom. Next up, we saw the Supra. Now we get the Skyline. I don't mind this one. I think this one looks better than the rest. But this will be $150 to a $200 set, depending on how much they want to charge for the IP. And it's just, I don't know. I thought I'm a huge Fast and the Furious fan. I'm a huge car guy, but I don't know about this.
I would rather see that in a creator expert set or something.
Built out of actual brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, though, I want this right here. I don't know why it took them so long to do this. I will more than likely buy this set. For the simple fact of having that. I don't know if you could tell. I have quite the Harry Potter collection that's unbuilt. This will be thrown right back down there with the rest of them. And I will say, I know it's a sticker, but I love this door with the mail being shoved in it. And then it does fold up. I know the last one that we got, which is down here behind me, has like you could put the envelopes in the fireplace as like a play feature. I don't know if this one does. But I don't care what anybody says. That minifig, that I don't even know what to call it, a minifig or what. But that's perfect. And I'm hoping that these new pieces right here that we're getting are going to have the ability to be maybe buffed off and printed. Because I got some ideas.
The Blob.
Lego for finally getting us both halves of the house. Yeah, that is pretty cool. This got released. This is more up Gene and George's alley than mine.
Not at all.
If you give me a 747, I promise you what I'll do in a video for it will more than likely get me banned somewhere.
No, there it is now.
But I don't know. If you like it, that's what you like. If you like space, it's actually pretty cool, but it's not for me. It has the ability to like tuck all the shuttle pieces inside, which is another weird thing. I don't know. It's K today said I spent another $40 on the up house just to make my wife happy. Hoarder 66 says that round fig will end up being the blueberry girl in a Willy Wonka set.
Yeah.
That's a good
Mr.
one.
Fantastic. That would work too. This is why I said that build together. So all these Marvel sets that are coming out have the Technic pinholes on the side for connections. And this is showing that you could take these two sets and stack them on top of each other, build them beside each other. You can do a lot of different variations. That's what I thought it meant.
I was thinking it was like one person could use a set of instructions and like bag 1 through 2 to build this building, 3 through 4 another set of instructions, this building, build together. But
I haven't tried it, but I think it's kind of a social thing where you're linked up with other people that are building at the same time.
Next up, this is not Lego, but Lego needs to take notes. And I don't know if George has seen this yet, but if you haven't seen this, I will almost bet I'll make you a deal. If you don't like the next set, I'll pay you more for the Warthog pieces than you're asking.
I don't like it.
Have you seen
It's
this?
horrible.
I've seen them. No, this is how the R34 should be, in my opinion.
So wait till I show you what else they're doing, because they're doing like 5 cars. One of them's like an old school 60s Corvette. One of them's this NSX. I think one of them's like a Ferrari or something. I like this a lot, but 67 C10, baby, or 62. Yeah. When I first saw this, though, the only thing I said was, man, they should lower that thing. And then I saw this. So it comes awesome. It comes with the wheels, and it'll come with the pieces to lower it to match the Hot Wheels car.
I think it's great. It comes with the actual Hot Wheel too.
Yeah. Only if you because you can see the wheels up here. It just doesn't show a picture of them, but it has like pieces to customize to put a blower on the hood, which is pretty sweet. And it has some that right there is Moon Eye stickers, because Hot Wheels has the rights to all this stuff.
Yeah.
My only complaint is that it's a long bed. But
you can make it a short bed.
I was about to say, if you build Lego, all you gotta do is Milo Bricks. I will be reaching out to this guy to see if he wants to come on. This is his 3 mocks from him, and this is his least impressive out of the 3. Everybody knows this is right up the alley of kind of what I'm building. Everything I brought that he done is World War I. I think that the building destruction looks great. I wish I would have used that many pieces in that many different areas to show some falling apart. The one thing he does that I do not do is each floor level is a brick sideways. Ooh. I think that's pretty cool. Some detailed pieces of this thing. I mean, look how many different ways those bricks go.
It's 10 of the morning. We'll start another section.
That's some Caden stuff right there.
I know.
Or you like to keep them together till you're done.
Battlefield bricks would be all over this. It's K today said the underground looks neat. Yeah, this is Caden. Caden has nightmares about this right here.
Yeah. That is a lot of parts packed into one little area.
Yeah. I love I forgot the name of this, but it's like the V1 Mach. What is this? A Mark 1?
I thought it was like an AAV7 or something.
Yeah, it's like an original German tank.
Yeah.
But you see how big it is compared to like
the old FT-17 looks like a baby.
Which that right there scares me anyway, because you pretty much have one guy with his head sitting where the turret is.
I've sat on one of those. They're not very big.
No. But I love his detail. I love the alleyway. He uses the flower pieces and cherries for blood effect.
Oh yeah, you got time.
I like how he uses the tiles. Well, that picture showed it too. The tiles and the action pieces to show shutters open. I may steal his idea with that right there. I'm not gonna lie. All these pieces though is insane.
Yeah, that's. I don't have that kind of patience.
The only thing that I had to critique this, and I don't know why it did, as much detail that are in these, I wish he would have hid the wires. Because you could see him running here, you could see him running here, you could see him running back there.
But he put a lot of attention to other stuff, like looking at the edge of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of detail. That's what I'm saying.
That is really cool.
This is another one he did, the Siege of Budapest.
Jeez.
Yeah. I love the bridge falling into the water. My man over here fishing just does not have a care about this as far as the detail. Yeah, Will said that he's with me. If you're going to do all of that, hide the wires. General Tron Brick said that tank's pretty small. I love all of this, but the one thing that really made this stand out, in my opinion, is when it comes to these action shots and you really start to look at things like that ground is built sideways with brick in all different directions, which that alone is cool. I absolutely love this light fixture. And he's using the orc hair pieces from the CMF series to show that like curvature from the art. I don't know what that'd be a Gene question. What is the architecture of this called?
I don't know what you'd call that.
Wrought iron.
Yeah, even the fence
It's
right here,
like a
where
wrought iron brace.
even the fence right here, where it's just bars and those hook pieces. I think that is a really cool idea.
That
Yeah,
ground's
didn't cheap
also
out.
not the same level all the way across.
No, it's not.
That's all impressive.
And you see right here how it falls in here, falls in here.
That's hard to do when you're doing the bricks on side.
I mean, this thing is well done. But with all this detail, one of the things that I was talking about, how like the ground comes down and it's got all the destruction, but not only all that, but these interior pieces. So this is obviously a clothing store. It's got the money on the counter, the cash register, the racks with the shirts and stuff like that, hats hanging on the wall. Upstairs, it's got an apartment. And I don't know how he did that as far as like the broken door, because the arches up here, I'm guessing, are 1x1 plates stuck in an arch. These are tiles connected with a snot brick on the side right here. And then these are those headlight bricks turned sideways. But it looks like the door is like blown apart. Matching with this floor and everything that's going on with the what do they call it? Armoire? Armoire. The little vanity stand. All of that is really cool.
That's how you get to Narnia.
This is how I found him.
I almost screenshotted this to show, but then I'm like, I'm sticking with Star Wars.
This is here's the thing. I've been working with Panzer Brick Labs. I have an idea for a mock that will be with after Star Wars, whatever you want to call it. The Star Wars one won't be that big. The other one will. And it is from a Battlefield map from the game. It's K Today shouted out what it should be. We went and done some research. I have got tons of pictures. We're going to hop on the game and I'm going to hop in the game, go in and take screenshots. This right here is from Battlefield 1. It's from St. Quentin Scar. The blimps look cool. The clouds are absolutely beautiful. And
What's holding the clouds in place, or is that just?
It's just there. They're brick built, but they're just put there.
So they're photoshopped into it.
Many 1x1 and 1x2 pieces in this.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
Tearing this thing down would be a nightmare. But the one thing that's crazy is this, I'm assuming, is a 1/45th scale. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody do a Mark IV
and not be Brickmania.
I haven't seen anybody do one in a long time.
I have this tank and Brickmania's tank. And like, hold on real quick. This was actually one of my favorite Brickmania builds. And that's why it stayed together for so long. But I mean, this thing is massive compared to that. Because this has Sherman barrels on the side.
Well, his looks like it has the same size barrel, or is that a 1x2 Technic connector?
I think it's
Well, if it tells you anything, his flags are the flag is 1x2. These are 1x3.
Ah.
That was where I first seen it and looked at the hold on, that really is a lot smaller. But this, I mean, all these detailed pictures, I'm assuming these are all shells that are coming off of the guns. Just being extracted. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody use the 1x1 round bricks. I don't know, you've been around the military world a lot longer than I have, but normally most people buy shells.
Yeah.
You can see the flamethrower in the background. Once again, there's the little itty bitty. But all of this, where it just kind of caves down into the side of it, that is some crazy technique.
Those trenches are impressive.
Yeah, I was like, even with the trenches with all these turned sideways. It's K today said, but war is messy. Sometimes you just got to run wire across everything where you need power. That is true.
Off mute.
But I mean, I think this is very impressive. My man
It's
out
a
here,
really cool build.
my man out here is forking the hot dog over the open fire. I will promise you right now, there will be a minifig cooking. I will keep the hot dog thing true. I even asked George, I was like, do you think we should bring back the hot dog thing? He said yes. I said kind of maybe. I went to a convention and there was a lot of people there that were doing it. But I promise I will have some American soldiers cooking some hot dogs in the mock somewhere.
I like you to use the tank treads to make the burn barrel.
Well, that's one of the things I thought was so ironic about this is it uses the tank treads there, and here it's the other tank treads, and here, right here on this gun is the other tank treads. So he's used all three in this. See him right there?
Yeah, you could spend all day looking at this and not see everything.
Well, that right there, it looks like cinder blocks turned sideways, and it's just a headlight brick.
Yeah.
It's K today said a wood fire oven and a fire pizza. This is pretty crazy. But that is it. That is what I brought. I ran across him, and instead of going anywhere else, I copied 3 more of his mocks and was like, I've got to show these off.
They're cool. I mean, that's really impressive.
It makes me realize how much of a crappy builder I am.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
Jane.
Yeah, Gene.
Giant Fastone mock and then tear it down after the first show. So
yeah.
George, you
Tear
might
it
be
down,
new,
you shoved it off the table.
you might be new around here, but I built a castle and showed it at a show and came back and rebuilt it, and then came back and destroyed it afterwards.
I get it. I get it.
I have too many ideas. That's my problem.
I get to building something, and then it gets to the point I'm tired of building it, so I hurry up and get it done, and then I never see it again.
You know, that's like the number one definition of ADHD.
No.
Ooh, look, a new toy. Ooh, look,
I don't know what
a new toy.
ADD is, but the doctor said I got 80 of them damn things.
What was it that you ever watched Seinfeld?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was it, that episode of Kramer where he was like, he went to the doctor and he was like telling Seinfeld about it, and Seinfeld's like, well, what happened? And Kramer was like, I don't know, he just started talking, and then it was that's what happens when I build a mob.
Yeah.
Looking for some pieces I threw in this box, and now I can't find those. Well, it's time to take apart Basson. I can't find this one piece.
Alt production.
Yeah, might as well can it.
I'll send you a wrecking ball.
I don't think that I separated those, but I like legit need that piece to continue building. And it's a piece that I keep buying over and over, and I hate that I misplace them every time I buy them because they're actually pretty expensive.
I've done that numerous times now with 1x3 panels in dark bluish gray. They seem to disappear, and I never find them again. Yeah. Pretty sure I lost some in a couch one time, and then we got rid of that couch.
What I'm looking for is the neckwear piece that has the stud on the back.
Oh, the neck bracket?
Yeah. I know that I've got a bunch somewhere because I ordered a bunch. But what I do, oh, you know what? I bet they're in here.
Dang.
Bingo.
Details on the flowers was immaculate.
But we are past that mark. I don't know if everybody's still sticking around or not. Tron says, I'm not a big modern war type person. That being said, that is really well done. Hoarder says, I have to head out, Richard. See you all next time. Smash that like button. If you don't smash the like button, we'll think that you hate the stream. If you hate the stream, we still want you to smash that like button.
And then tell all your friends to watch us next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, smash that like button to show that you hate it.
Yeah. Show me how bad you hate it. Hit it harder.
So we know what Richard's doing when we get off the air. What are you guys up to this week, Gene?
It's Mother's Day weekend.
It is Mother's Day weekend. Today was my mom's birthday, so
That's
plus
awesome.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the first Mother's Day without Mom. So I think we're gonna probably find something to do to involve my dad.
Yeah.
Are you cooking for him?
Did you hear, Tori? Oh, you're cooking for him?
George, you want to hear something kind of messed up? So I buy a Lego order from Gene Saturday. I stop by his house. He's in there making a cake and then offers me baked spaghetti.
And what was wrong with that? Both were very good.
I didn't get asked if I wanted the cake.
Was the spaghetti good?
Well, it wasn't ready. It,
I didn't
it
eat
had
the
a lot
spaghetti.
more to do.
Ah, rude.
We just finished it tonight.
That's, man, I tell you, it's hard to find good help these days.
Baking a cake and offers you spaghetti.
I know.
I'd
Oh, no,
stayed,
spaghetti
ate the spaghetti and
pretty
waited
good.
on the cake to be done.
So actually, the cake wasn't ready until really the next day, because it's one where it was a Kentucky Derby cake,
Ah,
but we were making it the day of the Kentucky Derby, and we ate a little bit of it that night, but it it wasn't really ready.
Because it hadn't soaked in.
It's got a sauce you pour over the top of it. You poke holes in it, pour sauce over the top of it, and it really needs a day or two for that to soak into the cake. About 3 days in, it was freaking awesome. I will be doing that one again.
Some kind of rum cake.
Birthdays.
Spaghetti.
It's like a rum cake. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, George, you want some baked spaghetti?
That sounds amazing right now.
What, baked spaghetti?
Any kind of spaghetti.
I don't really like spaghetti, so.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of regular spaghetti. I'll eat it and I'll make it, but I like having the leftovers and turning it into baked spaghetti. Oh,
Thanks to your wife, you
You
remember.
know the only difference between baked spaghetti and spaghetti is the cheese on the top.
That's right. And I'm from Wisconsin. I like lots of cheese.
You could put
but yeah.
cheese
So
on top when you make
we'll be
this.
doing something Mother's Day-ish this weekend. I do whatever she wants to do. Probably involve food, me cooking something, and then counting Legos, plural, because I just did that.
Together.
I've got 2 carts ready already. I got well, 3 if you count George. I'm gonna be buying some my next round of figs, which will probably be the last round of figs I buy. I'll be getting my Lego order. I was gonna order it the other day, but I'll be honest, the reason why I didn't place the order was because Lego has that big thing on top of their website now that's like, we are experiencing a massive amount of orders, so orders will be delayed. So I'm just gonna hold off.
That's always a pain.
Yeah, it's not what I'm getting from them isn't a big deal, but I'll be honest with you, if I go to do it Friday and it gives me any kind of grief, I will just move to Bricklink, because I'm going to have these tiles in order to finish the ground, because I know I haven't done a video of it yet, and I keep saying I'm going to, but phase 1 for the mock is done, and I am a good 3/4 done of phase 2, and phase 3 is almost done, because the only thing I got to do is order those pieces and finish the tiling off the church roof. That is one thing I ordered I don't think you'll ever have enough of is 2x4 dark bluish gray tiles.
Oh, never, ever. I need probably 1,000 more to keep going on some stuff.
Well, I'm about to order 500 of them. You don't know it's real well. I'll tell you in a little bit. But y'all want to go ahead and end this thing?
Well, guys, it's been fun, and thank you to everybody that's watching.
Next week, we will have another guest once again. We got Tom Jacobson coming back in, Mr. Artwork Studios himself. So if you haven't yet,
heck yeah,
go follow him. I forgot Gene didn't know that. Gene doesn't have an iPhone, so we can't share the notes with him.
You can share it with me.
Well, it only took me about an hour. It only took me about an hour and Google to figure out how to share it with George.
Yeah, I got a screen or a text message. Did it work? I'm like, no, that was a text message. I didn't even know you could share notes.
Did what work?
But thanks everybody for coming around. See you all next week. One of the things I'm going to do right before we head out is I am going to give away 10 of these memberships as we end this. So everybody take it easy. We are going to see who these wonderful memberships go to. And peace.
Yeah. Clicks and clacks, building blocks, let's begin. Stacks on stacks, with beards we always win. In a world of plastic, our minds spin. Brick by brick, where do we dive in? Brickin' with the beard, we never stop. Talking pieces, colors going over the top.